internet is on the Malik Aaron, and you ready for some bad movies? Well, this is the place to be. And we're doing one that's quite notorious because this movie tried so hard to be the next Transformers. So hard. They gave it a huge budget. They did everything. And although it did get a sequel, that third movie is just kind of dead at the moment. I don't think it'll ever be released. So you already know what I'm talking about. This piece of crap. G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. Yes. So this is based off, Hasbro's, the G.I. Joe toys that have been around since like the 80s. They're very iconic, just like Transformers. And so in the 2000s, Paramount decided, I think it's a good idea. We did really good with Transformers. Let's bring G.I. Joe. Yeah, that sounds great. Then they're probably asking, well, how are you going to do that? Well, all that America stuff, screw all that. We're going to make it a generic action movie with a bunch of explosions and exciting action and lame humor. We're going to make them millions. And while this movie did make money, it didn't make enough money to be, a mega hit. Because this movie costs like $175 million. That's a lot of money for a first movie in a franchise. This is bad. For any studio out there, Warner Brothers, especially you Warner Brothers, Paramount, Disney, Universal, Lionsgate, Sony, Fox, please listen. Don't spend so much money on the first movie of a potential franchise. Or don't try to hype it up so much. Or don't try to make it a thing, because it will fail, and it will fail hard. So if you're going to start a franchise, please start regular. Start at an average amount, like $100 million. A little under $100 million, that's fine, okay? Don't go overboard with the budget. And if it does well, then you can spend as much as possible after that. Don't spend so much the first time, because it almost always fails. Unless your movie becomes a phenomenon, there's no way you're going to make that money back. I mean, this movie probably made its money back because of toys and a crappy video game that I will never ever review, touch, see, any of that. I'm not doing it. So now we got all that out the way. So let's read the back. Or you can try to read the back. This DVD is very weirdly made. Most of the time it's like in clear plastic. This isn't clear plastic. It kind of looks like the DVDs that you usually get at Blockbuster. Remember Blockbuster? Man, that was my childhood. It's a shame it died, but I remember going there like every Friday, and me and my dad would just go in, and I just browse through the section, just get a bunch of movies, rent them, then bring them back. Oh, some good memories. But those memories are gone now, and, I'm sidetracking. So, so when all else fails, they don't. Great way to start off. They are G.I. Joe, a top-secret elite strike force featuring the best operatives from around the globe. After a high-tech secret weapon is stolen by the mysterious and evil Cobra organization, the G.I. Joes must race against time to stop Cobra from using the weapon and plunging the world into chaos. Starring Channing Tatum, Marlon Wayans, Sienna Miller Person, Dennis Quaid. G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra is the ultimate action thrill ride. So you're probably thinking, oh, Channing Tatum, he's funny. He can make it work. Guess what? This was before 21 Jump Street. This was when he was not well received at all. His acting wasn't very good at all. Not in this movie, just in this era. No, it wasn't very good. Oh, oh, it is from Blockbuster. Look at that. How fitting. We get to review 2 dead franchises in one video. That's hilarious. Yeah, this was when Channing Tatum was just bad. It would take Phil Lord and Chris Miller to make him great, and after that, it's been good. Marlon Wayans. Now I'm pretty sure I said enough about the Wayans brothers and White Chicks, but I'll just say a bit more. He's not an action hero. In stupid comedy, okay, sure. Action hero, no, I don't buy it at all. That's just too unbelievable and just too ridiculous to see. It just doesn't work. I mean, seriously, look at him. Does he look like an action hero? Does this man look like an action hero? If you said no, good, you're correct. It just doesn't work. He's miscast badly in this movie. Alright, what am I missing? Got this girl. She's alright. She does some cool moves. There's like a couple other people who are in the team, but they're not on the cover because they're not the stars. You got like a tech dude, and then you got another dude who just like does stuff. Then you got Dennis Quaid. He's like the head master, like the leader of the G.I. Joes. And then we got Snake Eyes, one of the only redeeming qualities in this whole movie, and I'll explain why in a little bit. And now for the Cobra side, we got this chick who is originally she was in a relationship with Duke over here, Channing Tatum, but apparently she died. I think maybe, or she got brainwashed. And then she became a supervillain. Got this... I forgot this dude's name. Who's this dude? If you've seen this movie, who is this man? I forget who he is. I don't think he's that important to the story. Maybe. I don't know. And you got the real leader. You want to know who this is? Take a wild guess. Please take a wild guess who this guy is. I'll give you a second. Give up. Okay. That is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah. That dude. That funny dude, you see, like, in some Seth Rogen comedies. He's a pretty good actor. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty good. But he's in this movie, and he is terribly, terribly miscast. Like, do you really buy him as a threatening villain? I don't. And the way they introduce him as a villain is that Duke, once again, and like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, they're like on the battlefield together, and like Duke's just like, I got this good luck gum. Chew it and you'll be fine. And then guess what? He died again. And then Duke fell guilty. And now he's come back as the supervillain. And then we got the other goat of the movie, Storm Shadow, I think. Let me look this up. Stuff back here. Once again, to my Amazon Kindle. I swear this is not sponsored. It's just right there, and it's just super convenient for me to get because, this is. I guarantee you, this is not sponsored by Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, like I mean, Amazon's fine, like buy stuff on, but I tried applying there for like a job. I didn't get very far. Then I went to Pizza Hut, and I already explained all that. And Pizza Hut, man, it's really been stupid. I haven't in the month I've been at Pizza Hut, I haven't really dealt with any real stupid customers. Most of them are just like regular people. They're just like, they go up to your door and they're just like, hey, and they're just, I give them like a little receipt for them to sign if they're paying by card, or they just give me the money, and sometimes I give them back change. and then I give them the pizza, and that's the end of that. Off to the next house. But these, I had to deal with some old people, and they just went on and on and on about, oh, the crust isn't right, oh, blah blah blah. They want to get the pizza for free. I'm like, heck to no, get out of here. I didn't say that, but that's what I wanted to say because they were being, ugh. It was a stressful day. Hopefully, I don't want this to be a super long-term thing. I really don't want that for my life. And for this job, I mean, I don't know. But the tips are pretty decent. But other than that, it's just not. Okay, so I made it out. Wait a minute. This was based on a screenplay in 1998? That was 20 years ago. And then they waited like 11 years to make the movie. That's terrible. Ugh. Oh, there were leaked drafts of the script. Well, that's interesting. Just like Ninja Turtles with Michael Bay. How ironic. And this doesn't even involve Michael Bay. This is just Paramount being Paramount. Yeah, is it Storm Shadow? I think it's Storm Shadow. Yeah, Cobra Commander. Well, he was. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the Doctor, but he's Cobra Commander. I'm like, heck no. Get out of here. That was a bad call. Yeah, the Baroness was like Serena Miller, Destro, and Storm Shadow. Yes, I said it right. Storm Shadow, my boy, and Snake Eyes, my other boy. Those two made the movie for me. They're the only interesting characters. Mainly Snake Eyes, because in the movie, he doesn't talk at all. He's not very social. Not a very social person. But he is cool. He does some pretty awesome stuff with his sword. And like the backstory between like Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, like when they were kids and how Snake Eyes, like he was just like this little kid. He was just kind of an orphan, and I think they were in Japan, China, Asia. I don't want to sound racist. I think they're in Japan. I'm gonna look it up again. That way, I don't sound racist. Because I don't want to sound racist. This stupid thing. If only it loaded faster. Okay, it's loading. All right. We must find the backstory to the plot. Blah 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 blah. Trying to find it. I don't. I'm trying to find it, but I can't. Oh, apparently Channing Tatum actually wanted to play Snake Eyes, but they made him play Duke because he's lame. And it was originally supposed to be from Mark Wahlberg. That's very interesting. So apparently, like Channing Tatum and Marlon Wayans, they were like fans of the series. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Snake Eyes. I think it's in Japan. Whatever. So he was an orphan, and then like the master is just like wanting to bring him in, train him, and then like Storm Shadow's like, what the heck, man? How are you gonna do that to me? And so, with their training as kids, it was clear the master liked Snake Eyes over Storm Shadow. So what those Storm Shadow dude did? He killed his master, stabbed him, killed him in cold blood, and then he ran away. That's how that rivalry started. So yeah, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, that rivalry is the best thing in the whole movie. Everything else is just ugh. I can't say what I wanted to say because this video will get flagged, but it's not very good. So yeah, the plot is just Duke he gets ambushed. And then G.I. Joe's is like, hey, you want to join us? We got to stop Cobra. And that's the whole plot for you. And that's the abridged version. So pros and cons. Let's start with the pros. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, I already said. They are the best part of the movie. They're the only interesting characters. Especially Snake Eyes, because he's awesome. The effects aren't too bad, and if they were bad, that'd be quite questionable, considering this movie cost $175 million. Some of the action's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Some of it's very entertaining. That was about it. Cons. Channing Tatum, as I already said, he was not at Jump Street level yet. He was so just stiff in his performance because he had to try to act like so serious, and it was bad, just horribly written. It doesn't help his character is so weak, and he has such a weak character, and like you don't really care for him or his goals. He's just there because movie. And it's just not good. And then we got Marlon Wayans. As I already said, horribly miscast. Why they cast him in this role, I don't know. Thankfully, they would replace him. Well, not his character, but, they would replace like his type of character with The Rock in the sequel, which I still haven't seen because, why would I? This chick is fine. Everyone else is just Joseph Gordon-Levitt, as I already said, horribly miscast as Cobra Commander. Why would they do that? I don't know. Everyone else here is bleh. He's the best of the bunch. He's the best of the bunch in both G.I. Joes and the Cobras. And the plot is just lame, generic. Filler, just shovelware. That's a more appropriate term. Just shovelware. They made this movie try to, they basically said, screw the fans, screw anyone who cares. We're just gonna make this for the widest audience possible. And they tried, and although it made a little bit of money, it wasn't super successful. And then they tried again with a sequel. Same thing happened, and now a third movie is now basically dead. So I'm going to give this... I'm not going to be too harsh on it because Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, I already said plenty of times, they are awesome. But because of them, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. This movie is not very good. If you're a G.I. Joe fan, you're going to hate it. If you're not a G.I. Joe fan, I don't know. If you just like a fun-ish popcorn movie where you can just turn off your brain, I guess this would work for you. But for me, nah. I don't like it very much. So yeah, that's G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. Not very good. I'm glad the series died. So, next review is a good movie. We're back on the good movie train. And it is a sci-fi movie. But not just a sci-fi movie. Time travel movie. And it's not Edge of Tomorrow. I reviewed that a long time ago, like a year ago. Which was so long. Oh my gosh. Time moves too fast. Time needs to stop and slow down for a second. Yeah, similar. Well, it's not Edge of Tomorrow because that's completely different, but it's still in the same type of genre. And it is Source Code, a movie that is highly regarded by many people because it's really, really good. That will be the next review. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and I will see you all next time. And I am out.